Hello, it's Liv and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I created this look, but it's not just a simple like how I created this look, it's all of the products that I loved in 2018. I have decided that my upload day is going to be on Wednesdays, so on Wednesday evenings I'm going to upload my video every week. So make sure you click the bell icon down below so you can see when I do upload on a Wednesday. So if you would like to see how I created this look, carry on watching. So for foundation, my favourite foundation that I've had this year is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation, and I did actually get this for Christmas, but it tops any foundation I've used this year, like last year. I only used it for like 5 days of last year, so not really too sure if it counts, but I have to say it is by far the best foundation I have ever used, and it's also really affordable, so I would definitely recommend this. My favourite concealer has been the Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. This concealer like blew up, like everybody has tried this concealer, and for what price it is, it's literally £4. It is so good. So for powder, I have two different favourites. The first one is the RMCA No Colour Powder. This is just the best powder I've ever used, considering the price of it, the amount you get, literally just everything about it. But then for a pressed powder, it's this MAC Warm Rose Mineralized Skin Finish, and I don't actually think this is a powder. It's supposed to be a highlighter, but it's literally matte. You can kind of see it has a bit of like shimmer on it. So I like using it in like places like my T-zone and like my chin and my cheeks, more like highlighting places, and this is one of my favourites in the summer. So brows, 2018 was a bit rough. I started the year with literally black eyebrows. I've always liked darker eyebrows, and then one day it just hit an extreme, and then I was like, yeah, the darker the better, and then they kind of got black, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm blonde, and black eyebrows with blonde hair is not a good look. So I prefer the brush to the product. I feel like I can do my eyebrows with kind of anything as long as I have this brush. This brush is the MAC 208 brush, and I kind of sat on it and yeah, it snapped, so I had to tape it back together. Okay, I don't know if it's just me or I'm just being a bit of a baby, but tweezing eyebrows, the most painful thing I have literally, oh, got a bit of powder on my eyebrow, literally the most painful thing ever. I don't tweeze them, I shave them, and a lot of people are like, that's kind of bad, and I'm a bit like, I know. So the other day I kind of gave myself an eyebrow slit, and it's only just starting to grow back. Another thing, I don't understand how people do their eyebrows really well without going over them with concealer, because my eyebrows kind of look like this to this. And I don't really know about you, but I would rather look like this. It's time for eyeshadow, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of expecting me to say the James Charles Morphe palette, and yes, that has been one of my all-time favourites this year. I've definitely had a lot of fun playing around with it, but also that where that came out in kind of the last part of 2018, I wanted to show some other palettes that I really enjoyed in like the whole of the year. So a lot of the time the palettes I get for Christmas the year before, so I got these palettes for Christmas 2017, it means I really like them in the year. The two palettes that I really enjoyed using were the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place and Jeffree Star's Androgyny palette. So these two used to always be my absolute go-to palettes, and there was always an eyeshadow look that I love to do, so I'm going to recreate that for you today. So to start off, I'm going to take an Anastasia fluffy brush and the shade Safe Word, and to this day this is still one of my all-time favourite transition shades. I literally love this as a transition shade. I think it goes with my skin tone really well, and it's such a good base for eyeshadow. On a denser fluffy brush, I'm now going to take the shade Fetish in the I'm about to call it the James Charles palette, in the Jeffree Star palette, and I'm now just going to darken up this whole look using this colour. This is looking pretty crazy, but we will clean it up after. And finally, for the matte shades, I'm going to take the shade Androgyny, which is a dark purple, and I'm going to mainly focus that on the outer V. So first of all, for the lid, I'm going to take the shade Fula, which is a light pink kind of colour, and then I'm going to take my setting spray and just spray my brush with that, and then I'm going to focus that on the inner part of my eyelid. And then I'm going to take the shade Bororo, which is a dark kind of red colour, and I'm just going to take that on my finger and pat it on to blend together the pink and the matte shades. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Fetish and Androgyny, and I'm just going to bring that all along my lower lash line. To spice this look up a little bit, as it is very, very like plain, I'm going to add my favourite glitter of the year, which was the MAC glitter in the shade Brass Gold, and I really, really like how it's got like reflective, oh, I had a voice break, like rainbowness in it. So I'm going to put that in the inner corner. Oh, can we take a moment to appreciate that glitter? So for eyeliner, my favourite has been the Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner. So for bronzer, my all-time favourite bronzer still is my favourite forever and always, is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I just really love this lots. And then for contour, again, this doesn't change. You can see this contour kit has had a rough time. Look at it. How does this happen? Because so many people go like this, and I don't even know how that happens, but it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. I think this is one of the best contour kits ever made. I literally don't know any makeup people that don't have this or don't love this. So whilst I let that bake real nicely, oh, my hands are well dirty. Do you ever get that after you've held your sponge? Well, I'm probably the only one that lets their sponge get this dirty, but... So yeah, whilst I let that bake, I'm going to put on my lashes, and to be fair, I don't have a favourite pair of eyelashes. I use different ones all the time. Right, so in the end, we got the lashes on. I cried a bit more, and a bit more, but we're here finally. Now I'm going to brush away my bake. So for blush, my favourite this year, it feels weird saying last year, my favourite blush was the e.l.f. blush in the shade Tickled Pink. I got this in New York, and it is literally gorgeous. It's so subtle, so it's not too dramatic, and it just blends in with my bronzer so nicely. And for highlight, one of my favourites last year was the Jeffree Star and Manny MUA collab. Yeah, in the shade Eclipse, and I literally just love this. I've made quite a big mark in it. Yeah. So the lipstick I definitely used the most in 2018 was this one, because I have two of them because this one ran out, which is the Viva Glam lipstick number 2, and I literally still love this. Like, this is probably my favourite go-to nude lip. And then I really enjoyed pairing this with the Revolution My Sign Pisces one, because I'm a Pisces. So my friend bought this for me, and it's actually one of my favourite lip glosses. So I like pairing that with this. And lastly, my favourite setting spray this year was the Kat Von D Lock It In setting spray. And it's actually running out, and I'm really upset about that. So that is it for the finished look with all of the products that I loved in 2018. I do still love all of these products. It's just these are my absolute favourite ones from 2018. So if you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!